Welcome in, Twin Cities Sports Talk. You got Bruce, Jack, and Trevor with you today. We're going to be going over a few things today with a few game days of the Wolves and Wild and some college football playoff action tonight, semifinals.
Should be good.
Yeah, a few coaching things in the NFL coming up on Wild Card weekend. So we'll get our predictions hopefully out for the whole bracket on Saturday morning, hopefully. Either way, we're going to start with two coaching points for the Vikings takes. And then the first one's kind of just a update for anyone that hasn't seen. The Ravens have requested a head coaching interview for Brian Flores, which not unexpected, but especially Harbaugh firing. But yeah, we've always talked about you got to extend him, you got to keep him here. So not a great situation, but he's more than likely going to get a job, and I think that Ravens job would be pretty perfect for him. They got a lot of playmakers on the defense for him to work with. So, and then the other question I had, if one of you wants to answer, do you think if Flores does get a job, say the Ravens or somewhere else, do you think he tries poaching some of the Viking staff, maybe gives a Josh McCown an offensive coordinator position?
I could see that. I mean, that happens just throughout leagues, and especially you see that in college, which, I mean, I know college is completely different, but I wouldn't be shocked, honestly. Like, you get – because I would imagine the Ravens kind of want to clear house here with – which, I mean, again, this is also prematurely decided. I don't agree with it personally, but just
either way. Yes. If you get rid of John Harbaugh, I mean, you got to be getting rid of other people, I would imagine.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know if they fired any other position coaches or anything, but
no, they'll all be replaced. I mean, rarely do you keep any old staff.
Exactly.
No, I think Keenan McCardell or McCown would be very likely
a good one too.
To follow him as an OC. Now, I still don't think he'll become a head coach with the whole lawsuit thing going on. I think we're favored in that.
Yeah,
but the team could still outbid us for like if the Cowboys want to outbid us. And keep Flores as a defensive coordinator, or else forget the other team. But I think Keenan McCardell, he's another coach to not necessarily follow Flores, but just in general too, because he's already been last 2 years getting interviews for OCs.
That and the receiver room just always respects him. They all love him. Great coach in the receiver room. We'll keep track of that as the offseason keeps going here, but I'm pretty sure. So isn't there like a 10-day period that started a few days ago of when I forget. I need to look this up after the show or something, because there was like a 10-day period where he could talk to teams, but he can't sign with a team yet, apparently.
Which I know that was the whole drama with Kirk too a few years back. But I know that was just anyway.
I'm sure it is, because I don't think you can hire. I don't remember a coach ever joining a new team like early playoffs. It's always like the
then again, we had
Super Bowl
KOC
week or week prior.
Yeah, I think KOC he got actually hired. Was it like exactly 1 week after the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, I remember them talking about that during the Super Bowl.
I think the talks. You're right about the talks.
But
yeah. I think he got here for his interview. I think it was Jim Harbaugh the day after the Super Bowl, and then the 2 days after the Super Bowl was KOC, and then they decided upon obviously KOC, which we can bonk heads about some other time if we wanted Harbaugh instead. But either way, it is you can't hire someone right during playoffs, so they have a little bit of time to work with Flores and get what he wants. I mean, we've all said it. Make him the highest paid defensive coordinator in history. He has earned it. He deserves it. There's nothing along those lines. Another coach gets fired today, though. It is Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think really anyone is. He doesn't have the good relationship with Tua. It's just kind of a crapshoot down there in Miami. So my question for each of you to answer: do you bring Mike McDaniel in as an offensive coordinator? Because he has had some really good.
Absolutely not. I'm just gonna straight up cut you off. Like, there's no need to explain it.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
I understand
Yeah,
I'd rather see an overstressed KOC again.
I mean, an overstressed KOC
No.
is 90% better than, or 90% of the offensive coordinators out there. So yeah. Trevor,
No, if we're gonna make a change at OC, I'm sure they're gonna keep it internal. You already have two in the building, whether you want to make it McCown or McCardell. Yeah, Mike McDaniel, I think he's almost like too smart. I don't know anything about him.
I feel like him and KOC would bonk heads.
It's like Christian Ponder, where Christian Ponder like had a great IQ. You know, he's really smart. And he probably almost overthought the game and just overthink. Yeah, no, I would just keep it internal. You've got two great assistant coaches or position coaches. Obviously, that's what they're called. But whether you want to call them an assistant coach or whatnot, but I would if you're on from West Phillips, just keep it internal. They already know the offense. Plus, too, it's weird. Miami run that weird. I feel like the schemes too don't match up a whole lot either. So
yeah, Miami's all about the short, quick throws, getting the ball out quick. KOC's the developing routes downfield, get the ball downfield.
Try not to give your quarterback CTE.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, you have to have a really good offensive line to cover out KO's scheme, and now we have it. So it's something to watch for sure. You brought up Ponder now. Now we're going to go a little bit away from the coaching carousel part. This is what I've harped on a lot with JJ all year. Earlier in the year when he was having a lot of his struggles against Green Bay and Chicago and the Ravens game, a lot of picks. I made the point, and it was pretty evident that he has been really good pre-snap. He can read a defense very well, and he is a really smart player. And now I know he only played one half against the Packers, and there were some overthrows, but for the most part, he was really good. And then the other three games against the NFC East opponents that he played, those were really good games. So the actual product is becoming better, but how likely do you see this becoming a Christian Ponder thing where after 2 years you can see the smarts in his brain? It's just the product on the field throwing the ball does not match it, because right now it's pretty similar.
I feel like it's too early to. I mean, yeah, it is similar, but I feel like it's way too early to tell.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Again, that goes for everyone who wants to get rid of JJ. Like, you just, it's kind of the same deal. It's way too early.
Yep. I completely agree. Trevor, you have a word on that? Did Trevor lag out?
Yeah, I'm kind of having connection issues, but I think I got you guys for right now. What I'll say is I kind of missed your second half of your thing there, but it's a short sample size, so it's really hard to know just with the injuries and all that. Yeah, you've seen it, especially for Brosmer, not like kind of pivot away, but it's like Brosmer where he's like just almost panicking and he's got the happy feet.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think, well, even in like last game, but obviously you're playing all backups of Green Bay. It's like overly forcing it to Jefferson too. I'm sure Addison was open on plays, and you got a few good plays to Addison. So yeah, he's probably overthinking it too, but he's also extremely young. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, how many years did we have Ponder? It was like 4 or 5, right? Before we kind of gave up.
So
you're
like 4 or 5 years.
Try to argue
I don't know. I can't really remember. Yeah. Anyways, I think it's really just 1 year and not even a year because of the injury. So it's really short sample size, but we've seen each side of it. We've seen the better games, but then we've also seen the clunkers and the overthinking it. So time will tell. I don't know. I can't really give an opinion on it because I haven't.
Yeah.
8 games.
It also makes a lot of sense because obviously everyone knows the meniscus last year. He was out the whole year. And you heard stories about how he was in the film room with Harrison Phillips, our old defensive tackle. Like every week, he'd spend like an hour watching film with him. And he was picking everyone's brain. He'd spend like an hour with KOC, which isn't a lot, but he'd do it every week. It makes sense why he can read a defense. He spent an entire year watching film on the teams that he's going to play again. It makes a lot of sense. And I completely agree with what you guys said. The product most likely and hopefully will get better as time rolls along. I also did just look up Ponder. He had 3 full years, 11 to 13, so 3 of them. But yeah, either way. But yeah, I think the product will fix itself. But it just makes a lot of sense why he would be good at the pre-snap activities and movements by the defense. Yeah, either way. There's a little bit of the coaching carousel going around the NFL right now. We don't have a lot on that, and not a lot's happening at this very moment. Obviously, playoffs starting this weekend, but yeah, it's pretty stagnant.
That's the week's up. Yeah.
But how is that 7 firings now, or is it 6? I forget now.
Head coach total, I think it's 7.
I think it's 7 with the McDaniel.
I'm trying to think of the bad teams. Yeah. So Tennessee, Cleveland, Arizona, Baltimore, Miami.
Did Tennessee fire Callahan?
Yeah. That was mid-season, but
you're right. Still. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
That happened, yeah. But that's at least 5 there. I think there's like 2 or 3 of them, so probably around 7.
Either way, everything's stagnant right now. We'll get to it as things start to happen more often. But for this episode, we're excited. We're going to get to this week's snake draft of the week. In the snake drafts that we do, it is basically, I don't know how to word this, everything that normal people do, but which athletes would be the best at it. The other 2 drafts we've done were chopping wood, and then what athletes would be the best at milking a cow. And
this
Jack
isn't so as like everyday people would do. But it's a good category.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun one. Going back to last snake draft was the milking the cow. All 3 of us were in there, and Jack ended up taking the second win. We had a bunch of votes on our Instagram poll, so remember, everyone go down there on the Instagram and vote there. But Jack won. He had 64% of the votes. I had around 35, and Trevor had 11% of the votes.
Nice.
Go Trevor. But this week, the category is athletes that would be the best at performing heart surgery. Just being a doctor out there.
Just being a doctor.
It's such an easy thing, right? Either way, we go in reverse order of who won. So Trevor will get the first overall pick again. I will get the second, and Jack will get the wraparound going into the second round.
Sure will.
Trevor, kicking off our snake draft of the week with the first overall pick. What do you got?
Justin Jefferson.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Trevor seems to be going the receiver route,
catching balls. Do you have the explanation on why?
Gotta have good hands.
Yeah.
Fair.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely fair.
Route. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of struggled picking, and so I'm going the hands route.
Yeah, I was thinking of a ton of wide receivers. I thought of Jordy Nelson too. I'm not going to draft him, but
that's not bad.
Maybe I would have given you an idea, but guys who just have the sure hands, I like that route. I'm going to go. All right, bit of a different route. I thought about this one. I agreed with my wife on this one. With the second pick in our snake draft, going Aaron Rodgers. The most skilled passer in NFL history. And here's the more explanation on it. The guy does drugs. He's done drugs in his career. He will have no problem drugging someone up to be under for this procedure. All right. He knows how to work with drugs.
Yeah, but he doesn't do that though.
Well, he knows where to put the drugs. He knows where to put them.
Okay.
Either way, that is my first round pick.
All right, with the wraparound here.
Yeah.
So I have 2 really good ones, and one of them could be an if. Okay. So I'm going to start with a guy who kind of an old-time player. Just no emotion connected to anything. From anything I've seen, I've never seen him explode or freak out over anything. He's a guy that's gonna go in there and get the job done.
Just straight faced. I will save you, sir.
He's gonna walk in there and he's gonna get the goddamn job done. Regardless of how many hours or how long it takes.
My internet's being wacky. Did you say the name or
no?
He's getting to it.
I'm gonna go with the professor, Greg Maddux.
You sniped me. Oh my God, no way. That was gonna be my second round pick.
Wait, who?
Oh, Greg Maddux.
Oh.
No, dude. Oh, that hurts. Wow. Okay, I did not think one of you would have thought of him, but
dude,
oh man,
I'm telling you, I put some thought into this.
Dude, I have him right here on my paper for
How
my
old is
second
that
round
dude?
pick. Oh man, the professor, dude. That's a phenomenal pick.
All right, on the wraparound here.
I'm
gonna go with another guy who is very emotionless, does what needs to be done, only really cares about one thing, and that's his horses. Nikola Jokic. He's gonna get it done.
Okay. My worry with Nikola, he's too big for the doctor room.
He's bigger. He's bigger, but I mean, you see him go out there every day, and he does his job great. Does what needs to be done.
He's good with his hands. He's good with his fingers.
Great with his hands.
That hook. Man, the Kareem sky hook.
He's gonna hook the heart. Where you?
No, he's good with his fingers. He's good with his hand.
There you go.
Okay. All right. So Jack sniped me. This was my Greg Maddux pick. Just waiting. I'm gonna go in the direction of a quarterback again.
What is
accuracy? Max Brosmer. There we go.
Dude, Max Brosmer was doing heart surgery on me. I'd say, you know what? Just cut my arteries.
Pull the plug, please.
Just pull it out. Yep. Pull the plug.
Calling Aaron Rodgers to just overdose me with drugs.
Heart than a mangled heart, you know.
All right. I'm gonna go with Drew Brees, one of the more accurate quarterbacks.
I thought about that.
Yeah. I like Drew Brees here.
What are you talking about? He's not a quarterback. He's a broadcaster. Get it right.
True. And a good one. I love games that he's broadcasting.
He does. I don't know. I have there's off and ons with him, I feel like.
I hate Tom Brady sometimes in the booth, especially that Lions game. Yeah, the Lions JJ's game after being back from injury. I think probably we could go back and count every time he said it. Probably 12 or 15 times every pass. That's a good 3-ball. Oh, that you can't be throwing a 2-ball there. You need a 1-ball in that type of situation. Shut up. We get it.
Just right after the World Series, right? And so that's kind of like where that was all, I think, in his head is the baseball reference. I think it was right like when the World Series ended. Because Burkhardt obviously does the before, after, post-game, pre-post-game. So I'm sure they were talking about the playoff games. Anyways, so you go Drew Brees with your second
Drew Brees for me. Yeah. All right. Trev's back up, and Trev gets the wraparound. 2 picks in a row.
Gosh, so many good options. I'm going to go with... Yeah. All right, I'm going to go Randy Moss.
Okay.
Hands team. The GOAT.
All right.
I'm going to have both Jefferson and Moss do my open heart surgery.
Okay.
And to end it, Adam Thielen.
He's going full.
He's just going the Vikings trifecta there.
I'm not biased. I may like the Vikings a little bit.
Some commenter commented on the last one because I think in the total we had like 4 Vikings players, and they're like, someone commented like, "You guys do know there's another team other than the Vikings in the U.S."
Hey, that's valid.
I'm like,
there now.
Trevor, this does not apply to Trevor. Trevor goes full Vikings squad or die. So
yeah, literally.
I like it.
I don't know if I've done a Minnesota player yet.
You did Brock Lesnar last week for his 1 year with the Vikings. It was a short stint, but
you mean it's preseason stint? Yeah.
Yeah. Either way. It's me again. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Me and then Jack to round out this snake draft. This is maybe going to be a shock to.
Well, hold on, not to cut you off.
Yep.
The X cutting. I didn't do Viking players, did I? Because I did the Tampa Bay. No sec, I'm blanking on Vita Vea.
Vita.
Yeah.
I think for that I didn't do a Minnesota player. I'm probably wrong, but anyways,
I can look it up.
I know when you said Joe Mauer for the one, I was like,
that was me, Jack.
That wasn't you, was it?
Joe Mauer can milk a cow, man.
Bruce.
Oh boy.
From Minnesota, dude. Oh, hey. Oh, yeah. So you did
boy.
LeBron James would be good at throwing an axe around.
Oh, yeah, that's
what a pick.
I don't think Trevor, that's like a 15th round pick right there.
What was the other one? Vita Vea, LeBron, and
then Jordan Davis. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one where Jack pulled away with the Brandon Marsh pick, which sniped me there again. Jack and me in these snake drafts, same wavelength. He keeps sniping me every round here.
Yep.
All right. My pick here, though, I'm doing a sport that hasn't been chosen yet. I'm going a guy with some of the flashiest hands back in the 2010s for the Chicago Blackhawks, Patrick Kane, shootout specialist. That dude has some lightning quick hands. Okay. My
only concern is he might be a little too fast.
Maybe, but it's steady. We got to get this done. I have 3 other heart surgeries to get to.
Yeah.
I
don't care how many hours. Just can't go over an hour.
I the one that like jumps off the gun. I think it was 2012. It was a shootout against the Wild where he came in pretty hot and then he basically just stopped on a dime and then just kind of creeped forward. Yeah, he went like triple, quadruple deke, went back to his backhand, and the goalie was out of the crease on the other side.
was that Dubnyk back then? I'm trying to think the goalie that had Gabs who was cool.
No,
anyways, I know the move you did.
Yeah,
the movie
that one jumps off the gun for me, but yeah, okay. Patrick Kane. There we go. And Jack to finish the draft here.
Okay. I'm going with the emotions here, people.
Is he still playing?
Yeah, he is.
No.
Patrick Kane? Yeah.
Why am I blanking?
You could argue he should be on the Olympics.
Is he Detroit? What team is he on? Why am I blanking this?
Patrick Kane or he's on Detroit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Anyway, sticking with the emotionless here. I've only ever seen this guy do one very heartfelt emotion.
Okay.
And that's when the captain came out to take his glove and take him off the mound for that final time.
Okay.
Oh my God.
But I'm going with Big Mo, the Sandman.
Moo.
Enter Sandman is right. All right. And so, of course, we're talking about Derek Jeter, of course.
Well, right? I have to bring him up. Well, duh.
No. Mariano Rivera.
I cried. I shed a lot of tears that day.
Yeah, because who was the other player that went out with Jeter and they took him out?
It was, God, who was it?
Wow.
Oh, yeah, because they did, like, the bullpen call. Jeter and...
Yeah, I'm totally blanking on
Was it A-Rod?
Wow.
No, it's not A-Rod.
It's a pitcher. Pettit? Is it Pettit, or how do you say his name? Pettit? Andy Pettit?
Andy Pettit.
I think that's who it was.
It might have been.
What a fan. Wow.
Yeah, fake fan. Holy
I was
smokes.
too busy crying.
Burn
Sorry.
the
I saw
Yankees
Jeter
hat.
come out and then Mo get taken. I was too busy crying. Sorry.
Yeah. All right.
Talk about a real Yankee fan here.
Right.
That was an interesting snake draft. Jack went fully emotionless. Guys that are just, they're not going to mess around. They're going to get the job done. Mm-hmm. I think Trevor just kind of went the hands team, wide receiver Vikings route. Mm-hmm. Some of the best wide receivers of all time maybe could win. We don't know how people are going to perceive this. I kind of just went.
Hey, if I can get my votes up to 15%, I'll take it.
Up from 11.
Progression.
Yeah. All right. Ending out, Trevor got the first. Justin Jefferson. I chose Aaron Rodgers. Greg Maddux and Nikola Jokic for Jack. Drew Brees for me. Trevor, Randy Moss, and Adam Thielen. I chose Patrick Kane and Jack with Mariano Rivera. I love that.
Yeah, Trevor, it was Andy. I just searched it up because it was bothering me.
All right. There is your snake draft of the week. That was a fun one. We'll have another one next week for people.
Mm-hmm. I want to hear what you guys think. What 3 guys do you think would be best at performing heart surgery?
Yeah, comment your answers. Yeah, there will be the poll up on Instagram. I think we got over 30 votes last time, so let's have more. But that's a good amount right there either way. Either way, we'll keep this rolling. We have 4 games that we're going to be making predictions on tonight. And a couple of them are Minnesota games. And the first one being the Wolves at home to play the Cavaliers. tonight. Here's the thing. Anthony Edwards is nursing a foot injury right now, and we still don't know. It's an hour and a half until game time here, and we don't know if Ant is going to be in or not. So this is going to be tough making a decision based on that, because I think it sways it pretty much a lot. Him averaging 30 points, that will be a big issue for our predictions. Either way, the Wolves.
I will say, let's just consider this Ant, not to knock on wood, and hopefully I'm not jinxing him. He's been very healthy, like in general, and so he'll probably play through it. But he'd probably, you know, how much will it affect him? Is it minor, or is it something that will hold him back more? But I do think. Actually, now I'm taking on my head. Does the NBA any idea? I don't know. Like, so you know, in NFL, right? If players are questionable, you know, an hour and a half before game begins. Does the NBA do that?
Oh, like a set roster for the game, or what?
Yeah, because for people that are watching this,
I don't know.
We're literally like an hour and a half out as we speak. Like at least
it'll probably be uploaded about 45 minutes before the game. So
say we might be.
It'll probably change in between this time, but
yeah.
Either way, the one thing that sticks out about the Cavs, they are third in the league in three-pointers made, but they're also 19th in the league in three-point percentage, which obviously tells me and all of us viewers and fans that the Cavs take a ridiculous amount of threes. I don't need to look into it. They have made the third most, but they shoot the percentage-wise 19th best in the entire league. Very weird. They're not good at the free throw line, but the one thing the Cavs do have going into this game is, for the most part, I think they're pretty healthy, except I think Darius Garland is nursing a hand injury, and he's also questionable going into tonight. How is this possible? How the two kind of faces of each team are not? Yeah, see, I don't have an update on Garland either. As of right now, it says he's questionable.
Iffy.
Either way, but Donovan Mitchell, he's coming in averaging just actually almost the same as Ant at 29.8 points this year. MVP numbers from Spider. They got a great team around. Evan Mobley in the center position. It'll be a tough game for sure. The Wolves are coming in on a 3-game winning streak, though. So good vibes coming in. I think a lot depends on Ant, though. The other Minnesota game tonight, the Wild are finishing their road trip, long and strenuous road trip in Seattle tonight. Seattle is coming in very hot to this game. The last 4 games, they beat Nashville 4-1. They beat Vancouver. They beat Calgary 5-1, and then they went and beat Boston 7-4. So they're coming in super hot on offense. The Wild have had 3 days rest here, so we finally got a little bit more extended rest on this road trip going into a game. They're going to be playing tough. I think the Wild are going to come in playing fast. I think the main thing that me and Jack harped on a few episodes ago on the power play, get some shots on net. Because, Trevor, I don't know if you saw this. In one of the Kings game, I think it was the second Kings game, the Wild were 1 for 6 on the power play, obviously.
Oh, yeah, I watched that full game, actually.
Yeah, but in 14 minutes of penalty minutes, the Wild were on power play minutes. How many shots on goal do you think they had?
Just abysmal.
Probably 6.
No, they had 10. But if you have 14 minutes of power play action,
yeah, you can keep going.
You need to have at least more than 14 shots on goal. You need to have 1 per minute.
Oh, for sure.
They barely took any shots even. I mean, it's just it's the too many passes. It's a lot for the Wild right now, but I have a feeling tonight they'll be coming in happy. The road trip coming in on some rest. Road trip's coming in an end.
The thing I was just going to say with the power plays, with how bad it was, it's even like Hartman's goal, like, wasn't like a great finishing power play goal or whatever. I mean, it wasn't like
it was at the end
a lucky play. It was, yeah, but I mean, it's not like your good setup play where you get it Krill or Hughes or whatever. It's, our power play is just so bad. Yeah,
it is. Goalie for the Kraken tonight, Philip Grubauer. I haven't actually heard of this goaltender.
He was in Colorado.
He was? Okay.
Yeah, well,
right now this
Seattle.
year.
I think he was Seattle's like expansion draft, like when they came into league. I think he's one of the couple.
Oh, so he is a veteran. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. So this year, 9-9, 2.9 goals against, 8.96 save percentage, and 1 shutout against the Wild in 19 career games against us. So we've seen him.
Okay.
We have seen him. So we'll make predictions on that game. shortly. But then one college football game tonight, Miami, Ole Miss, going to be an absolute shootout. Miami, one of the best defenses in the nation. Ole Miss kind of lacking on the defensive side in some areas, but their offense makes up for it. Trinidad Chambliss, Hugh and Lacey, they're maybe the best duo in the college football playoff right now. Still, those dudes are electric. It's going to be I don't have a good read. It could be a high-scoring game if Miami's offense can get things going, but Miami's defense is very capable of stopping this Ole Miss flying offense everywhere. It'll be a good one. I love Trinidad Chambliss. Great story from Ferris State, a Division II school. Now he's carrying his team, hopefully to the championship for them. But the other game is tomorrow. We'll be predicting Oregon-Indiana rematch of the game earlier this year. That's the Peach Bowl. So 2 good games there.
Should be good.
People really care. This game tonight is the Fiesta Bowl because that really matters. So
yeah,
I hate why do they still have to name them? I don't know.
I do agree with that. Why do you still have like the Peach Bowl, Orange
money.
Bowl, and
like,
the playoffs?
Who cares?
They can't get rid of it, but
Jack, I care.
Okay, Trevor, list them all off right now.
Fiesta Bowl, Pop-Tart Bowl, the Rose Bowl, the Bowl for the Bowl, the Bowl for the Bowl's Bowl,
the Pinstripe Bowl,
the Pinstripe Bowl,
that makes
the Guaranteed Rate Bowl,
the Mayonnaise Bowl,
the Will Levis Bowl.
The Will Levis Bowl. There you go.
All right, Jack, are the Wolves going to win or lose tonight?
I would say this is one of the most obvious trap games of all time. So I have us losing. Where did I put my score? Hold on. I can't find it. We'll just say some random one. We're going to lose 111 to 125.
125?
Yep.
Okay. And then a player prediction.
I think we're going to need kind of our unsung heroes here. I mean, even if Ant does play, I mean, he's going to be hurting. So I think old Nas is going to drop a 20 bomb for sure. He's going to have to.
Yep.
And I think
you can stick with that.
You know, so? I think that's fine.
Stick with that.
Okay.
Yep. Nas can easily do it for sure,
PPGs.
But he has to get hot. You can stick with that.
I know his PPG is like 16 or something, but
yeah. Off the bench, 16 is still really good. I mean, he might win 6th man of the year again. He's having a great year. His stats are actually in all the key stuff, the assist, rebounds. His stats are better than the year he did win 6th man of the year. So, Nas, keep it going. Trev, Wolves, Cavaliers.
Yeah, I've been digging on Edwards and Garland, and there's nothing out. So, there's literally just game time decision. And I didn't realize this, but it's a back-to-back game. So, but yeah, it's kind of hard to predict. For Edwards, I'm going to bank on him playing just because he is more durable and, like I said, knock on wood. Hopefully I'm not jinxing that. So my predictions, assuming he's playing. Anyways, I'm going to have a squeaking by with the win. Wolves win 121 to 117. And Donovan Mitchell will go for 30-plus points. 30 or more.
30-plus. All right.
No, I don't like spiders, so can you actually just get rid of that and put it down on Mitchell, please?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I'm kind of on the same wavelength as Jack here. I got the Wolves losing 118 to 110 tonight, really just because it is kind of we don't know what's happening with Ant right now. Even if he does play, he'll most likely have limited minutes either way, I'd say. Coming in with a foot injury, you don't want to make that anything more serious. And the Wolves, they have a very easy stretch coming up. So this is a stretch where you could either think about it in 2 ways. You want Ant so then you can for sure win all these games and not have any big clunkers, or it's a good place to let him rest because they're games you should win either way. There's 2 different opposite ways you can think about it. But for my player prediction tonight, or keep going, Trev.
I was just going to say, I mean, if I didn't realize we have an easy stretch coming up, I do think he'll just play because it sounds like it's just like right foot maintenance. Like they're downplaying it a lot. Like it's nothing too concerning, at least for what the media and what we know. But no, I mean, if the team was going to be that aggressive where they would potentially just, rest him, then do it now and save him for your games against Denver and your OKC games and all that.
Yeah, and I'm going to apologize right now. It is not an easy stretch. I don't know what I was thinking. It is completely the opposite. I'll read it off very quickly. Back-to-back against Cleveland's, obviously, but then San Antonio, and then Milwaukee, who has Giannis back again, and then Houston, who is just right behind you in the Western Conference right now, and then San Antonio again. And then after that, it begins an easy stretch. Don't flame me in the comments. I obviously haven't looked into it. All right, player prediction tonight. Bones Highland will hit 3+ threes. He hasn't done that in 8 games, so let's get Bones Highland some more action there on the 3-point line. For the Wild tonight, Trevor, Wild gonna win?
No.
Okay, cool.
Just no. Yeah, so I have us kind of similar to that first Kings game where it's Kraken score, we score, and then Kraken will score, and then we'll score. Anyway, so I have the final being 4-3. I think it's just going to be a constant uphill battle trying to tie in.
Yep.
Anyways, yeah, Kraken win 4-3, and the old former Wild player, the heartfelt one, the good old Freddie Gaudreau, he's going to be a +1 in the plus-minus +1, and he's going to win at least 4 faceoffs tonight. Boom.
I like that. Getting in the weeds there. 4
Man, Freddie Gaudreau, right? Shootout specialist. Super long stick like Zuccarello.
Yeah. All right, Jack, what do you got?
All right, I do actually have us winning tonight.
Okay.
I think this is going to be one of those where the defense shines here. I think our defensive studs are going to have a great game. Along with Wallstedt, I think Wallsted's going to kind of redeem himself over the last few games, especially against the Kings. He kind of played like shit. But I think we're going to win 2-1. I do not think we're going to take as many shots as we're hoping, but I feel like our defense is going to kind of carry us in that category. So I have us scoring on the power play, finally, but then we're also going to give up PK.
So 1 power play goal at least for each team.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Jack, what's the odds that we actually score a power play, though?
Pretty low.
5.
But, I'm going to go with it.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like, just for fun, like, if you had to put a percent on it,
percentage,
what would you
like
put it at?
15.
Right
15,
now,
20.
yeah, 15 is very realistic. Yeah.
Well, actually, what is our percentage? Do we know?
For the full year, or
just like what do we rank this year?
See, that's the thing. Remember, to start the year, we literally only could score on the power play. We couldn't score in any other way.
Mm-hmm.
So we're still
11th.
Yeah, we're still 11th in the league, and Seattle's actually 10th, kind of right neck and neck. But like, if people remember, the first 15 games, the Wild had double the amount of actual 5-on-5 goals for power play goals. It was crazy. It was crazy.
The 5-on-5 scoring was bleak.
It was horrendous.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was so bad. Yeah. All right. For myself, I got the Wild also winning tonight. I am kind of the opposite way from Jack here. I got us winning 5-2. I think.
Okay.
I think the Wild are going to come in, like I said, kind of on the high that this is the last game of the road trip. And here's the thing: the Wild going 3-1-2, right, on this road trip so far. Yeah, 3-1-2. I think anyone would take that. It's already, I think, a win. Even with a loss tonight, you came out positive.
Yeah, you're on the road for 2 weeks and
against a lot of tough opponents too.
Yeah.
Right.
Either way, yeah, I think with the high that it's the last game on the road trip, they're going to be ripping a bunch of shots tonight, all over the place. So just for that fact alone, I have Kirill with 6+ shots tonight. He's only done that 1 time in his last 10 games. So I saw that and I said, I think he'll be firing tonight. A lot of shots on net. I feel like you could expect 30, 35 shots on goal at least from the Wild tonight. I mean, they just got to get the puck on the net, for God's sake. All right.
That's the truth.
You know what? I'll shoot my prediction for the football game night first.
Are we doing player predictions, or are we just doing?
I am. You guys don't need to if you don't want to, but I'm going to. But yeah, that's completely up to you. Don't matter to me. Miami Ole Miss tonight. Ole Miss coming off the huge, great win against Georgia. That was one of the best games of the entire year. Miami coming off of another big win for them too, against Ohio State. Can't talk. They kind of just dominated Ohio State that entire time. They couldn't. Julian Sayin couldn't do anything for the Buckeyes on offense.
Sayin said, "Not today."
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Either way, Ole Miss has got that 1-2 punch with Trinidad Chambliss and then Q and Lacey, which Lacey was like, he's easily like NFL ready, but he's coming back for another year at Ole Miss, which is kind of crazy to me. But Chambliss alone, sorry, what?
Is that Lacey related to a LSU Lacey?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Either way, Mark Fletcher, Miami's running back, he was the reason why they kind of beat Ohio State, ran for 90 yards. They could really rely on him. Carson Beck really couldn't get going a ton. But here we go. Like, Ole Miss's defense has some holes along the secondary. They're not as strong as Miami's defensive front alone. They have like 3 guys that are going to go first, second, or third round in the NFL draft. But I just can't keep harping on Trinidad Chambliss because he has 21 touchdowns this year, 3 interceptions, and he's a great rushing quarterback too. He's just perfect all around. But my thing is, I think the Miami defense is gonna have answers. I got Miami winning. What did I say? 23-20. I think it's gonna be another thriller in this college football playoff. But for my prediction, I got Chambliss, 2 turnovers. And he hasn't done that in a game all year, I think. So I think that's good right there.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
For me, I've got Miami winning 24-14. And I will say, like, obviously, for Jack and I, we don't know much. I know a little bit more than Jack, but just with my work schedule and all that,
You want a little pat in the back there?
Watch a whole lot about. Huh?
You want like a little virtual pat in the back there?
For knowing more.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that good?
Yep, I got it.
Okay. Anyways, like I said, I don't really know much about the players or really anything about the players other than they're football players. So not really a player prediction, but I hear Miami's defense. Well, actually, 2 things. So Miami's defensive coordinator, Old Gophers defensive coordinator. So got to stick with my Minnesota ties with my predictions here and twist it in there. So I have Miami defense playing Brian Flores-esque and forcing Mississippi to at least 4 punts. Okay. Sorry, I said that wrong. Favre punts.
Favre.
You get that, Jack? Because Favre was number 4.
He's actually, I've heard he's not Vikings. Doing so good right now. Like,
he's the Parkinson's
right
is
getting to him pretty bad.
It's too bad.
Yeah, it's not going good for him.
Which obviously hope all goes well for him.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
He does have the single worst moment or one of in our history. So
he does.
All well, Brett.
He brought us there anyway.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. I'm actually gonna go with Ole Miss is gonna win.
Perfect. Thank you for doing that because I didn't want all of us to pick. Thank you.
As Trevor mentioned, I mean, I'm no college football genius. I am asked to make the brackets, and I'm like, oh, this team looks pretty good. They're going to win. And pick a couple upsets here and there, what you would normally do.
It's technically not an upset. They are the higher ranked team.
No, I know.
Either way.
But, I feel like this is an upset, though, because all I've seen everywhere is Miami this, Miami that, which brings me to this. Miami will not have a turnover tonight.
Okay. Miami, I like that.
Ole Miss will not have a turnover tonight.
That's so Ole Miss offense. Okay.
Yes, Ole Miss offense will not have a turnover. No. And they're going to win. Let's go.
Well, yeah, Jack. I mean, you can't.
17.
Jack, what? I mean, you can't punt the ball if you have turnovers. I like it.
What was the score?
21-17.
Okay. Cool. Perfect. I like that. Game tomorrow night. Indiana's coming off of a 38-3 win over Alabama in the Rose Bowl. Just complete belt to ass there. That's really all it was.
No one wanted Alabama to win, except you stupid Alabama fans out there.
Yeah, exactly.
You meat riders.
Yeah, this is actually an interesting game. Both teams coming in off of just complete domination. Oregon beat Texas Tech 23-0. The defense, literally, Baron Morton, quarterback for Texas Tech, could not do anything. Dante Moore, the quarterback for Oregon, who's going to go top 5 in the draft, had an okay game, but didn't really push the ball on field as he really needed to. But then again, Texas Tech gave the ball away in the red zone. They gave the ball away in their own territory a lot. Oregon didn't really have to drive the field. Either way, Oregon won 23-0 last week. Both teams coming in super hot. The top 2 quarterbacks in the NFL draft. I mean, this game, 2 really good defenses too. But the big thing for Oregon's offense too, they have a 3-headed monster like running back room. Noah Whittington, and actually I'm going to bite my tongue on that one because I think Davison, their top rusher from last week, I think he's out. So it'll be just Dyer Hill and then Whittington for Oregon. But either way, it's a great running back duo. But Indiana also has a really good running back duo. I say even better, Roman Hemby. And then I'm completely blanking on Kalai Black or whatever. I forget what the guy's name is. I think it's something Black. It's Kalen Black. I swear it's Kalen Black. Either way, great running back duo. These teams are very even. Indiana beat them early in the year by 10 points in Oregon.
Wasn't that a rainy game?
It was, but the offense had no troubles there.
Okay.
Not any troubles at all. I'm pretty sure.
Remember that?
Yeah, Indiana won 30-20. Mendoza had 215 yards for a touchdown. But the running backs were very active in that game. But the big story in that one was Elijah Surratt, the number 1 wide receiver for Indiana, had a monster game. 8 receptions, 120 yards, and a touchdown. Both defenses playing really good ball. This one's a very tough game and hopefully going to be a complete shootout. I can't wait for it. Trevor,
I'm blanking. What is is this game tonight or is it the Miami?
No, Miami's tonight.
Miami and Ole Miss.
And then
tonight.
Is this Saturday's game? Or
no, it's tomorrow.
Okay. All right. For my prediction, I've got Oregon squeaking by 27-21. Oregon wins.
Okay. 27-21.
Yeah, Oregon 27, Indiana 21. And then that Mendoza dude is going to have at least 2 turnovers.
Okay. All right. Fernando Mendoza, Heisman winner. 2 turnovers for Trev. All right.
Well, yeah, and future NFL boss. Keep going.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that was your opinion on him. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to go, I think Indiana's going to do what Indiana's been doing all year. They're going to keep surprising people. I have them winning 28-17.
Okay.
And I have Mendoza certifying his, or I should say cementing his number 1 overall and having to suffer with the Raiders. He's gonna throw for 250.
Okay.
And but is that enough or no?
No, that's not enough right there.
Okay, and then I was gonna do, but the 3-headed monster, 2-headed monster, I forget what you were saying with Indiana. The running backs are gonna combine for at least 2
touchdowns. Okay.
Yep, whether it's receiving or rushing.
Yeah.
Okay. Indy running backs 2+ touchdowns. I can't get the plus. Okay.
I was gonna say, those are equal signs. Nice.
Yeah. The freaking shift key wouldn't work. Yeah, I mean, Fernando, he doesn't average the yards every game, but it's because they have such a great offensive line and such a great running attack with Hemby and Black. He has a 72% completion percentage, but 36 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. He's undoubtedly the Heisman. And that leads to mine. I also have Indiana winning 30-24. I really hope it's a score like that. I just want to see a complete shootout. I want to see a really good game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I want.
But that's what everyone's rooting for right now, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, because especially the first round of the college football playoff was really just a ton of blowouts. Not great. Even last week with Indiana and Oregon beating their teams by 20 plus. I mean, Oregon shut Texas Tech out. So, yeah, a lot of question marks, a lot of superstars going into this game. Either way, I got Mendoza, 2+ touchdowns. And then I also have one of our draft guys, Kenyon Sadiq from Oregon, guy we've talked about a little bit. I have him scoring a touchdown too. So Oregon's tight end is also going to get in. Either way, it should be a lot of fun. Super excited for that. I'm super excited for the game tonight too. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff in the college football world. Hopefully Saturday morning we can all be on for the NFL bracket predictions. NFL playoffs start on Saturday. 2 big games. The one at night is the Packers and Bears, which I'm really excited for. What is the day game on Saturday? Bears. Which one is the day game on Saturday? Or like the 3 o'clock?
Carolina?
No,
is that Carolina Rams?
Yes, it is. Rams? Yeah, it's Carolina Rams.
I was blanking.
Yeah.
I thought that was the Monday night game. That's Houston.
Which also, talking about playoffs, is this the first time Amazon is getting a game?
I think they had one for Wild Card Weekend last year. I think they had one last year.
I'm so tired of all this.
Yeah, the streaming you're talking about.
I know it'll never change, but come on.
Yeah,
it's only gonna get worse.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Hulu, you are next.
Oh my god.
And then
that's what we need to do. Give Disney a game.
The what?
We need to give Disney a game.
Yeah. Well, they do the Nickelodeon broadcast. Pretty soon that's going to be like the main channel. You're going to have to watch animated Bryce Young run for
commenting games. Which, I mean, hey, I can't be any worse than Tom Brady, so I'm fine with that.
Gonna have to watch animated SpongeBob Bryce Young run for his life from Byron Young. Man.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's perfect. There's our predictions for this weekend. Like I said, we'll have some more this weekend. I think both the Wild and Wolves play on Saturday too. So a lot coming this weekend. Tomorrow is going to be a full Gophers football episode because our Gophers videos are doing well. But Gophers have been very, very active in the transfer portal. And I think they rank so far in the top 15 in the nation in transfer portal additions. Main one being a 4-star receiver from Auburn. But either way, we'll get to that tomorrow. But for tonight, that's it. Twin City Sports Talk. Go follow the Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, and YouTube. And remember to go vote Snake Draft on Instagram.
I want to hear your drafts, people. I want to hear what you think.
Yes, comment, you can't vote. You cannot vote until you put in your own 3.
I like that. I like that. All right, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.